I'm getting ready to replace this ceiling fan. I've taken off the blades and stuff because this was old. It was wobbling all over the place. The blades were delaminating and all that. But I wanted to show you something that I found that maybe your ceiling fan is wobbling around because of something as simple as this. These attachments, these little supports for the blades are screwed up here. And they should be nice and tight. This one's loose. This one's really wobbly and loose. This one's loose a little bit, not as bad as the other one. This one's really floppy. See that? And when that happens, look at that one. This thing's been up here for 15, 20 years. What happens is these screws ultimately, eventually start loosening up. So if you get a blade that's hanging down at a different angle than another blade, can you see how that could make your ceiling fan wobble? So you've always got to check, and I've got some videos that show that. That's one of the things. This is just a quick reminder of, if you've got a ceiling fan that wobbles, don't just say, oh, I've got to get a new one already. And look at this up here. I'm gonna pan you in a little closer. And see that rod, this extension rod, right here, fits up into that housing bracket. I'll move my ladder back a little bit. And that housing bracket then holds the rod from wobbling. But in this bracket itself, these are the 3 wires that come up here. These wires here come up into the ceiling, okay? This one is attached to the metal bracket. Well, this metal bracket has a notch right here, and that's where you can lift this up and slide it out. Well, see on the side of this, you see that groove right there? That groove was sitting right like this, and no wonder it was wobbling, because it's not in its right place. There's a notch. The other side of this metal housing, there's a notch over here, and to install this properly, they should have had this moved around like this, and then it's going to click down into place. Good clunk. You see that? Now it should not wobble. Maybe yours was not installed properly. I'm very surprised at that. And then say when you lift this up out of here like this, usually this top housing piece here is attached with a set screw, and this round knuckle is tight on here. Well, sometimes that loosens up too, and this one's loose. That could have been tightened up too. So I just lifted the whole ceiling fan down. Now I can put it back up in there like that, and then you swivel it around, clunk right down into place. If you're not sure, do it again. See? Fits right down in there. So there's 3 things I pointed out. This knuckle is loose, set screw on top of this. That notch from the knuckle into the bracket was loose and wasn't lined up properly. And the support brackets for the blades were not all tight. 3 things you can do yourself to maybe possibly fix your ceiling fan.